But this conversation is just beginning because FEMA, who went to North Carolina and was absolutely all of these claims now, I believe. Remember when we looked through the claims and I said, I'll believe the ones that are from Musk's teams. I'll believe that. And I was being very careful about what I was going to say was a legitimate video or not. Now they're all real. All those claims of people, they were out there in North Carolina. They're like, we're not getting help. FEMA is stopping people from rendering help to us. Apparently those, in light of this news, are all real. FEMA official who allegedly told workers to avoid Florida homes with Trump signs, fired. She should be arrested and she should be convicted and her fat ass put in prison for the rest of her life. And this is an interview. We're not gonna watch it. This is an interview with a white guy. Another white guy runs an aid entity that he physically goes out there to help people. And he had a lot of claims about FEMA thwarting, undermining, stymieing his efforts as well as others. And then hearing from the victims of Helene and et cetera, that they were mistreated, maltreated, passed over, and he was sharing those things. And of course, Facebook, Instagram, that downgrading his comments naturally, because that wouldn't happen. That couldn't happen. They are adults, so they can't do that. They've been doing that since before you were alive. The only reason that this foul anti-white skank was caught and arrested is because of the victory of anti-whiteism, the hubris engendered thereby, and she's probably 80 IQ. To put it all in writing. It's not the first time that it's put in writing to go over white people. And what is the euphemism for white people? Trump supporter. No. It doesn't mean black Trump supporters. It doesn't mean Asian or Muslim, as all these cucks out there are now saying for the Muslims, because now the Republican Party is the party of Muslims, and they have to respect the Muslims. No, it's a euphemism for white people. Everyone knows it. And the white people who are going to be too delicate to say it, well, we're going to feed you all to the fucking wolves of anti-whiteism. The Federal Emergency Management Agency supervisor accused of ordering her subordinates to skip Florida homes with Trump campaign signs has been fired. Whoa, God. And then all of these white people, they're like, whoa, that's so great. It ain't great. Put this fat bitch, put her fat ass under the prison to never see the light of day again. What does she get to leave with? What has she already enjoyed? Marnie, apostrophe I. Marnie Washington. Can you guess? Was sacked for telling disaster relief workers in Lake Placid, Florida. Lake killed a whitey, Placid, Florida. To, quote, not go to the homes of whitey. And you'll know them because they got a Trump sign in the front yard. FEMA administrator Criswell said Saturday. I wonder, is Criswell another white erased? Here's the question that I don't think is being asked. Why is it that all the people who did her bidding are not also fired? Why are they not also prosecuted? But Jason, they were just doing what they were told. You're going to want them fired when it's your house, when you are dying of dehydration. And they say, I'm just carrying out orders. They said that my supervisor said to skip the white people. When you need food, when your baby needs medicine, you're going to want the henchmen and women, the hench girls. Maybe that's appropriate. The wench girls, the hench girls. You're going to want them fired and prosecuted as well. I say fire everybody who carried out this order. the person who gave the order, the people who obeyed the orders, but their jobs, fuck them in their jobs. Our people come first. We need to have the same ideological religio passion that the anti-whites have, or we're dead. Fuck their jobs, all right? Sorry for my French. I don't give a shit about their jobs. Not only fire them, prosecute them as well. The only conservatives, only the Republican Party would say, but what about their money? Because they put money above everything rather than our people. Money above blood and spirit. Money above the biospirit. Money above the rape of our children. Money above the gang rapes. Money above the mutilations. Money above the disfigurement. Money above the robbings. Money above the house invasions. Money above the white erasure of our norms and mores from our society so that we feel like aliens and we're attacked as aliens in our own homeland. Money above it all. Their job is money, Jason. Their money. Money, Washington. This is a clear violation of FEMA's core values and principles to help people regardless of their political affiliation. First of all, put the proper verbiage in there. It's race. They would be putting race in there rather than political affiliation if this happened the other way. She said, adding, this employee has been terminated, and we have referred the matter to the Office of Special Counsel, which will go nowhere. Oh, wow. Look at Monty Washington. What a surprise. Why is she dressed up? Why is she dressed up like she owns the plantation? She works for FEMA. I get that she did. I get it that she's paid six figures. But now this is in her mind, in the anti-white narrative, this is revenge on the plantation owner. It doesn't matter that the white people out there might be an electrician or a plumber or garbage collector or doctor or lawyer or doctor that needs to get relief so that he can work on your family, or a lawyer that needs to get relief so that he can defend your family. No, they're all the plantation owners in the anti-white narrative. Nobody's talking about that, are they? I'm fired up today. I'm fired up today because I saw a full null tweet, and we're going to have him swash through here in a moment. A full null tweet where there was somebody saying, I feel so sorry for the Democrats and because they have been tricked by the mainstream media. I've been tricked by them, and they're just fooling them. And so I feel sorry. And Fernald swept in there and said, don't be this guy. No mercy. I was like, yes. Fine. Where can we get the men in the front of the room? Can we get the men in the front of the fucking room? The big victory of the Republican Party, as it is now the Democrat Party. We won, said the Republicans. We are now the Democrats. Just wait till you see our log cabin parties. Wait till you see our log cabin parties. They're the normalest gay you can find. So this is going to be, take a good look at his face, because this is going to be the woman. This is every anti-white woman saying, your family doesn't get water. Oh, she's still in the government. This particular anti-white woman, she'd been fired. But all the others of all races, you've seen a lot of the white anti-whites now crying on their streams, how they're going to poison aqua tofana poison all the men in their lives and all the white men who are standing up being men. They're going to poison them all. They're still in their positions. They're getting hired every day as they white erase all of our systems that we create, the white male that we create and we make simple enough for everybody else to use. We make it all push button. White man is creating robots right now to fold your laundry. And eventually there's going to be an on-off button, and then everybody will be able to do it. Like when I was in high school and the anti-white black female She stood up and she's like, it's racism. It's racism. They won't let us do the job. I can pull that lever on whatever job they were talking about. It was like working at a nuke plant or something. I could pull that. I said, who made the fucking lever? Who made the buttons for you to push? Well, there she is. She's going to be deciding that you get audited. There's the anti-white female who's going to decide that your white ass, your fat white ass, your pimply white ass gets audited. She's going to decide. There's the anti-white woman coming in all flavors. She's going to decide that this white area doesn't get as much coverage from the fire departments as they used to, so that we can have equity when it comes to disaster relief, when it comes to fires in your county. And we've had too many white people enjoying too much of fire departments that work and they're crisp and they're clean and they're successful. And we're going to just redraw these lines so that those fire departments now serve the neighborhoods who don't pay for them, who don't man their crews, who don't, etc. Now we're going to readjust. And now when your house catches on fire, your 4-year-old son burns to death, and you are looking at the face of the anti-white who will make that decision. Trump ain't going to be able to fix that. You have to address the anti-white moral imperative. You have to, it is a psychological weapon. It is psychological manipulation. You must use the tool that uses the same ideas and defeat it. You must use that tool or there is no hope. And that tool is the white positivity of the Go Free dialogic. We just demonstrate it empirically. Every single week we show receipts for our success. Every single big to small successes all week long, every week. Nobody else demonstrates it. She'll be making the decision. She's making the decision right now. I will continue to do everything I can to make sure this never happens again. The disturbing directive was allegedly made in late October. Look at this, all this allegedly bullshit language. Avoid homes which are, and then the people, and she called it best practices to avoid the homes. And it was put in among the rules to follow. And then you had the people who carried this out. They cited, avoided the home, best practices, white people identified as Trump. We're reading between the lines. Trump supporters. We're reading between the lines for what's really said there, or at least in my opinion, what's being said. And then, so we went ahead and we skipped them. Now, I don't know, what are all the details there? Were these people just being evaluated for damage? And FEMA was going to say, we'll get somebody here quick as possible. Oh, you're living in tents. Well, we'll get somebody here quick as possible. How much suffering did these people suffer as a consequence? What are the ramifications? Did they need food? Did they need medicine? Did they need a shot for the rust that they cut themselves on? A little bit of tetanus shot. What did they need? We saw a lot of claims coming out of North Carolina, Tennessee, and elsewhere about FEMA. This ain't, and fixed just like in 2016. All of you out there who still thought, well, Trump was going to be in there, it's just going to be fixed right up. Trump's in there. Look at how bad they wrecked it in 4 years. Because they have the moral imperative. You can't be the villain in their story. End of that conversation. You are not going to be able to push back against that, playing the villain in their story and win.